Hi guys, welcome to 2017 Book Club. Who has their book? I'm super excited about reading this. I just wanted to kind of go over just a couple of quick things, actually three things, because the first part one of this book, it has 4 parts, I believe. So the first part one it covers 3 chapters, okay? And so I just kind of wanted to go over those 3 things. And actually what I'm about to tell you is all, of course, found in the book. But I find that whenever I read it, sometimes I need to go over a reminder. And that's one of the things that it says in the beginning of the book. So as you're doing the book club, have a pen or a highlighter with you. And when you see something that really popped out and made an impact on you, underline it, highlight it, put a star beside it, make notes by it, and then when you read it a second time, you might find some other things that stick out to you, or you can really pay close attention to the parts that you underlined or highlighted. Okay, so in part 1, it says we're learning to not criticize, condemn, or complain. Now, we all know this. If we want to win friends and influence people, the reality is we can't be huge complainers. We can't criticize people and we can't complain about stuff. We all have that friend on Facebook, and it's super annoying, and it gets really old when you constantly hear them criticizing other people, complaining about things. In general, it's just a good practice to have. We want to be positive, happy people. Sometimes you're going to have really bad days, and that's a good time to find a friend and vent to them and not post it all over your Facebook wall. And of course, when we're networking out in public, we want to make sure that we're not being critical of other people. It's a lot easier said than done, but reading that chapter will give you a lot of really good ideas and things to just make sure that you're keeping a mental checklist in your brain, because it's a learning process. I mean, we're going to constantly be working on this. Okay, the second thing is give honest, sincere appreciation. Okay, so I watched a 2020 document tonight. I love shows like that. And it was all about basically the middle class and how the middle class was working hard. And there was a scenario in there of people who worked in airport bathrooms. Okay, that's what they did. They were janitors in airport bathrooms. And that's what they do. I mean, they work for minimum wage because they're contract workers. They work for minimum wage and they clean airport bathrooms all day long. I mean, that doesn't sound like a very fun job. But generally, people that are flying all over, going on vacations, doing business meetings, things like that, they generally are making more than minimum wage. And something that was hard on those ladies that were cleaning the bathrooms was that no one ever said thank you to them. They almost made them look like it was like they were invisible. And like my heart just kind of like stopped for a second, because I thought, oh man, I never tell the ladies in the bathroom thank you for their hard work, because like it's their job, and I don't want to bother them. I'm not even really thinking about it. And first of all, what kind of person does that? I mean, they're just doing their job for minimum wage like the rest of the world goes around. And sometimes you just don't want to feel invisible. You want to feel important. You want to feel valued, even if it is the person that's cleaning your bathroom. And so honest, sincere appreciation is something that for me is going to be a lot easier to do than not criticizing other people. But it's something we just don't do enough. We don't think about it. We don't say thanks for all your hard work. Or, I mean, how many times do you stand at the checkout line of Walmart and say, how long have you been on your shift? I bet your feet are tired. Just being really relatable and self-conscious of where that person is super important. Okay, the third one, and this is the one where I think a lot of us are going to have to put thought into it, because the third one, it says, arouse in the other person an eager want. And it's like, what? What exactly does that mean? So I made some notes. Helping people discover what they want is huge. We all know this. We always say, what's one of the first things we do when we find out somebody wants to work this business? Find out their why. Why are they doing this? It goes a whole lot deeper than, well, I want to stay home with my kids, right? We dig deeper and deeper. You mean you want to have peace of mind that you're the person watching your kids. I mean, we can go really, really deep into a why. It's way more than just, I need $2,000 a month, right? Your why is deep. It's personal. And so they gave a really good example of saying you can't preach to your kids that smoking is bad. You can say, don't smoke, it's not good for you. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. It's bad for you, it's bad for you. You can preach all day long. But if you let them know why and say, if you smoke, your lungs are going to fill up with tar. It's going to make you sick. You'll have a hard time running. And I know you desperately want to play on the basketball team, and you will not make the basketball team if you become a smoker. Okay? You've all of a sudden given them a why, a reason as to why they no longer would want to ever consider smoking, because they realize what it will do to them. Okay? So preaching at people all day long, you want plexus because you want to get healthy, and this is you have to go about it in a certain way, and that's going to be on an individual case by case basis. That's why asking questions is so important. Everything that we do is because we want something. And I first read that and thought, well, man, that makes us sound super selfish, but it's the truth. Because, and the thing is, here's the thing, your want of something might be unselfish. I want my kids to have a happy, fulfilled life. I want my kids to never go hungry. I want my kids to be safe, okay? That's a very unselfish reason, but it is also a why as to why I work so hard. So it is because I personally do want something, even though it might seem selfish to word it like that, but the reality is everybody works towards something because they want something. So when we're using this in our brains like plexus, thinking plexus, everybody desires to be physically healthy, to feel good in their own skin, to have financial freedom. Okay, that's something that everybody wants, that, whether they have it or one or the other. Usually people, they don't have exactly what they want, right? And so we have to make sure we know their why, which is why we have to ask questions. You can't only appear to be interested in helping yourself. So if you come across as, I'm doing this for me because it's going to help me, it's going to help my business, you will not get very far in life in general. That's not how you influence friends. It's not how you win friends. And so we just need to be really conscious about what we're doing, why we're doing it, and making a good decision to put people first. Ask them questions. Figure out what it is in their life that they're wanting. Why are they doing what they're doing? Why do they work their minimum wage job for 12 hours a day? Why are they doing what they're doing? And what can we do personally to help them get what their life goals are? Okay? And so that's going to be the first section. I'm going to go over those three things, okay? The first one is criticize, condemn, or complain. Stop doing it. Stop criticizing people. Stop condemning people. Stop complaining all the time. Number 2, give honest, sincere appreciation. Pay attention to those around you and appreciate people for even the tiniest little things that they do. And number 3 is arouse in the other person an eager want. If they don't think they want it, then what you have to do is ask a lot of questions and figure out what their goals, and then show them in the appropriate way why this is what they want. All right, guys, I love this book. I'm super excited about doing this with our team. Book club is going to be awesome. Make sure you don't forget your pen and highlighter, and I will be posting very soon this week the takeaways from part 1. All right, love you guys. Bye.